Well, I got it all back together. Everything was good, or so we thought, and stripped threads out. So got a thread repair kit, but this thing was running not concentric on the shaft. That was running perfectly straight on here that I turned. So I think this cast iron thread insert is this cattywampus or something in there. So I'm gonna drill it out and rethread it. Trying to go slow. I don't want to fucking scar up this impeller. Cast, so I'm not using any lubricant. That's gonna be good. Stick the tap in here, just turn this thing over by hand slowly. And I'll bring you back when it's done. Hey, the coil's done. Again, she don't bind nowhere. It's free, so we'll try again tomorrow. So I let that Loctite fully set up, pumps dry, covers off. I'm not going to run it too long because the wear seal, but it's holding. So I'm spinning off. So we're going to put the cover back on, fill it up with some water, and hopefully this does the trick. All right, got the cover back on, warming it up, getting the air built up. But I dry fit the cover back on, made sure it still wasn't binding, make sure, for whatever reason, it wasn't gonna now hit the rear cover. Everything still feels good, still grab it by the shaft and spin it, with resistance, just through the drive shaft and everything else. But no extra bind or resistance on the pump side. So I hope this is it. It takes a while to fill us up with water. If I hooked up our fire hose to our fitting over there, fill it up in a couple minutes, but I've got some shit to clean up, put some tools away, because if this doesn't work, I'm fucking done with this. I've officially spent too much time. It's not, after this, it's not working. I don't know what to say. I feel like failure if it doesn't work, but maybe I just stay away from fucking pumps after this, huh? It don't work out. But I'll be back. Win or lose. All right, got the tank full of water, and I can still turn the shaft. Everything sounds good. I hear some air coming out. So I've got the recirc open all the way right now. So anything it pumps out should go back in the tank. And it should clean out this hose. Can't see if it's oh yeah, it's a little pinched here. So rotate this off, get that pinch out of there, and we'll probably get water dribbling out. So I'll do that and bring you back when I get fired up. Well, we're just gonna go for it. Still gonna let the clutch out slow, and I'm going to engage this while I crank it, so it cranks it slow. go. Come on, you piece of shit. You should have action. You got action. Thank God. Of course, you're not seeing any pressure. We got the revo. Bouncing. At least it's all the way open. So, I'll shut this down, back it up, move it around, open up the spray bar, and see if we can plumb a whole, send the whole tank through it. We'll be back. We got our baby back. We'll dump this water down the road. Success. Pump's working, finally. It's lucky, because I was ready to give up on it. We got a leak in here. Just the return head pump. Check this side.
We got no drips from the leak, so both of our seals are doing good.
I need to rotate these a little bit more, get some better coverage. That'll do, pig, that'll do. So I came back to fill this thing up and just let the pump run, you know, just recirc itself, let that seal really break itself in, because it wasn't leaking when it's running, but when it stops, it starts to leak. So I figured I'd let it run in. It's been running, I've been sitting here watching it, and it seems like the impeller fucking just let loose again, just now. I'm beyond frustrated. I'm ready to take a fucking match to this thing. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, and she's bound. So yeah, the impeller fucking spun off, or you know, the threads pulled themselves out. It's fucking locked. Well, did it come out of gear? No. Fuck. Yeah, she's still fucking locked up. Piece of shit. I'm fucking done with it. Done with it. Alright, so I've got this thing loose. I know I said, you know, it's done, but I gotta figure out what happened. We're gonna find out together. I started prying this loose, but it's still stuck. I already know what happened. The fucking impeller threads is stripped, but why? Especially, you know, why did it make it this long? Why did it just strip now? I hope that's what happened. Well, it didn't. What the fuck? No, she's still on there. Hey, it's still on. Why the fuck did it lock up? There's nothing in it. This tank's been cleaned. Just to the right of you can't see, but I might put a picture of that in there. Big kind of a sediment sump. but I've thoroughly cleaned this tank out as best I could. There's nothing in it. There's nothing anywhere to suggest the back was contacting it. Let's see, I'm gonna fire this fucking thing up. And now it's fine. I don't... I'm at a loss for words. I don't fucking know what happened. I was just about to get my phone out and start filming, you know, the fact that I'm sitting here letting it run and just let that ceramic seal, you know, really get a good sealing surface, you know, wear itself in. And all of a sudden, I mean, the shaft was still moving. It just didn't sound like the pump was moving. I couldn't hear anything going through the recert, so I shut it off, tried to spin the shaft, you know, you saw that. It was bound. I figured it's because the impeller, you know, walked itself off because the thread's stripped, but they're still fucking good. Which I can't believe. I've never had good luck with Healy coils. I ruined 3 or 4 Healy coils trying to get them in this thing fucking yesterday. I hate them. Easy locks are pretty expensive, but we just couldn't get them in time, and I wanted to get this thing done. I spent like 4 days fucking with this pump, and it just about gave me a heart attack. I don't know. Scrape all the fucking gasket shit off, put it back on, or run it again, I guess. I don't know what to say here. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just freaking out. Maybe it was moving water and it just didn't sound like it anymore. That doesn't make any sense. You can hear this thing moving. Did it spin? The shaft? No. Woodruff key's still there. You know, they're spline, or this one's not spline. The front is also got a lock on it, but shaft was spinning. It sounded like something stopped. Well, I guess I fixed it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hope we don't need this fucking thing. Now, I know I'm gonna get some comments of, oh, well, you could hear it binding when you turn it. You know, this sound. You know, it's hitting the outer wall and it's seizing. Well, it's not. 15 thousandths. And I mean, I haven't even gone up all the way. It's probably closer to 20 thousandths in here. That's not what you're hearing. I think what we're hearing is a combination of the, what do you call it? The ceramic seal on the cast iron face, you know, going around. It's trying to bed in. But it's not the impeller. So that's not it. It's one of my concerns too, but it's not. Like, oh, well, go until you hear that sound and then check it. Maybe it's off. Okay, right there. Hear that? not it. I know I said I wouldn't. I had to know. Because I could hear the comments. Oh, she was hitting on the inside. I thought about it. Yep. So it's contacting the brass wiring, new one we put in. Just in a couple spots. It looks, I'm pretty sure it's bottomed out, but I'm gonna give it a few whacks and see if it goes any farther. Put it back on, tighten it, see if it still does that. If not, I'm gonna chuck this up and just touch off on there. Give me a little bit of clearance in there. But we'll leave that. So I got this thing set up in the lathe. Got the run out taken out of it. And you might have seen these little scars in a previous video. So I kind of just touched off with here and tapped it until it runs true. That's what those are from. But just got the tailstock on here just to help catch it if it lets go and lets loose. You can see the impregnated brass there. And then how the casting is kind of shifted this way, or at least it's higher on this side. So I'm just going to kind of clean that edge off, and hopefully that does a trick. I need both my hands to film. There's no safe place to set this phone, so I'll be back. All right, so that edge rolled over nice. You can see it didn't even touch this side. But hopefully this does a trick. We're gonna go throw it back on and see if that works. Well, I went ahead and hit all the surfaces it could have contacted, you know. Hit them with some paint, some black paint, just a dusting. Put it together, and after I cleaned up that shoulder, it was so much better. But it still grabbed one area. Yep. Proving my original theory why this thing's stripped in the fucking first place. This casting piece, this inner steel piece was off. So when they did their machine work and everything off of that center, everything was off. Everything was shifted to one side, which you can see. So the side it's contacting is there, and that's the side that took the cleanup on the edge. This side hardly got anything. It's still factory. You can see just a tiny scab. That's all high. That's all high. The whole casting was shifted. So I'm gonna center this back up off of this surface here, like I have been, like everything else is centered for, and fucking just touch off on that. Just get rid of the paint marks, and then take 0.5 off it. Well, it's contacting now. I'm gonna leave a full 0.2, maybe. We'll see how it cleans up. All right, I'm so confident. I went ahead and put the Loctite on it again. She's way easier to turn now. It had more resistance than this before, and it's not squealing like it was. So there's some Loctite pouring out, but we're gonna call this done. Done. It's good now. I verified. I put it on dry again with more paint after I went and that surface was out about 1,000th. One side wasn't contacting at all, the other side was rubbing, so I cleaned it up true, and that was it. So now all of our center lines, everything's based off of the same center now. Nothing's gonna bind. Everything's good. life is good. I even pulled out the ceramic seal, checked both faces. They are wearing in. It's looking good. I can't speak to why it just pissed water out that, you know, last time it was off. It dribbled a little bit the first time that, you know, before all this happened, it dribbled a little. But it didn't look chunked up. It looked like it was starting to wear in a nice little group. Not wear in. There wasn't making, you know, no lips or anything. It's just you could tell the polished, more finely polished surface from the original polished surface. So I think everything's good there. So we're gonna clean this cover back up, put it back on, and I'm gonna fill this thing back up, let it run again. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until all this Loctite dries up. We'll be back. All right, so we got her filled up, and got about 3 ounces of this stuff in there. You know, I figured, hey, this has got all the same stuff a hot tub does, to include fiberglass and pumps and seals, so it should be good for it. Helps prevent scale and buildup. So I'll let this clutch out real slow. We're just gonna let her circulate. Mix all that shit up. It's full to the very top. I end up dragging this hose set up top because it doesn't exactly, gosh, this loop doesn't exactly seal up the way I'd like. I don't know how much that's going to help because there is pressure going to it, so maybe put it back in the tank, huh? See what I mean? You could hear water moving, and that had stopped before. The shaft kept spinning, but the sound stopped, so close this recirc, but right now I'm trying to get that 3 ounces of shit pretty much mixed up in here so we can let it sit. Don't want any more of that scale building up. Right to the top. I can see, you know, swirling in there, so it's moving it, it's cycling it. But I'm finally gonna get to park this thing with fucking confidence. Other than the battery's gonna die. That's gonna happen. But we're done with this project, thank God.